compounds which are having the carbon in them. Okay, these are the organic compounds, and the ones that are not having the carbon, they are the inorganic compounds. So this is a basic thing we ended the previous class. So there are a lot of examples, okay, for organic compounds and inorganic compounds. Okay, they are given in your textbook. What I will suggest is that you can look at them in your textbook. For example, we will just look at the organic compounds. There are a huge number of organic compounds. Among them we have the hydrocarbons. Hydro. So here hydro means hydrogen, okay, or it will mean water. Hydro for also water, right? So hydrocarbons are nothing but the carbon is in a hydrated form. So here, for example, if you take methane gas, okay, methane CH4, that means one carbon is linked with mol four hydrogen atoms. Okay, one atom of carbon linked with four hydrogen atoms is methane. Now this methane is a very common carbon compound that is present in the atmosphere, okay, due to the degradation of the organic matter. Microorganisms will be producing that one. So similar one, if you increase this carbon, okay, if you make it C2, okay, so let us say, because carbon is tetravalent like you are telling, right? So that means it will have four bonds only. It can have four bonds only. So how many are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 hydrogens will come. C2H6. Methane के बाद आता है ethane. Okay, in this way there are the different compounds. Butane, okay, butane is C4, okay, there is a C3 also. It doesn't mean there is no C3. C3 is propane, okay, propane gas, butane gas, okay, butane gas is there a lot in the liquefied petroleum जो कि हमारे LPG सिलेंडर में रहता है, उसमें ब्यूटेन गैस ज्यादा रहता है, okay, C4H10 like that. Okay, so butane. Now there can also be more than one single bond, that is there can be double bond, okay. For example, when there is a double bond, we use the term ene, ethene, ethene, okay. So it will be, say, two carbons linked with the double bond.
So what is difference between this ethene and ethane?
Yes, you can see here that here ethane, the two carbons are connected by the single bond, whereas here the two carbons are connected by the double bond. The nature of this bond is different, okay. So this single bond is not so reactive, okay, it is not so reactive, but double bond is very reactive compared to the single bond. So what is this double bond? This double bond is nothing but how the electrons are shared between these two atoms, okay. What is a bond? A bond is nothing but how they are interacting, right? Two atoms,
Yes.
two atoms have to interact. These two atoms will interact either by one fellow will give the electron completely to the other one, or take the electron from the other one, okay, give and take. So then what will happen? The charge will form, okay. Then we say that it is a ionic compound because charge is formed, no, either positive or negative charge will form, then it's
Yes, sir.
ionic or electrovalent. In your previous chapters it was covered somewhere, okay. The
Yes, sir.
other one is sharing, okay, sharing, that is I am not going to give you anything, neither I am going to take from you, but we can share, okay. So this guy, he needs one electron more for stability, this one also needs one for stability. So what they will do, they will share their electron. So this is not getting transferred, but it's shared. So this sharing will result in the what we say the covalent bond. So basically
Okay, sir.
this electron that I am showing as a single dot is not a single dot. An electron is nothing but a charge, right? A charge with a certain mass. The mass is very negligible, very small mass. And in this atom, that charge, it can be anywhere. Okay, there is only a certain probability. We can say it may be here, it may be here, anywhere. So what we do is we do a cloud, electron cloud. Similarly, this fellow Y, इसका भी एक electron cloud. Okay, then what is going to happen, as you can see, they are going to overlap. This fellow's electron cloud is overlapping with this one's electron cloud. So this overlapping of the electron cloud is nothing but what is saying sharing of the electron, and that is what is the bond. That is what is the bond. ये दोनों को बॉन्ड करने का, दोनों को पास में करने का जो ताकत है, जो एनर्जी है, वही बॉन्ड है. इसी को हम लोग सिंपल टर्म में, for our simplicity, we will show as a single dash line, double dash line, or triple dash line. Okay. So here,
Sir,
yeah.
sir, I want to ask like a question that here we can see methane, ethane, butane, ethene, benzene, propene, and ethine, and rest all the compounds. We can see that last two or three words are matching, like it's methane, ethane, butane. So, is there any specific reason for this?
You see, I think in your next classes, in your higher classes, you will see what is the nomenclature, how to do the nomenclature. I don't know whether this is already there in your, is it already there? I haven't seen that. Is it there already in your, this one nomenclature is, nomenclature is not
No,
there.
sir.
No, no, a nomenclature is not. So in your higher classes, you will see that how to do the naming or nomenclature. Okay. So उसमें आप लोग in your higher classes you will study that whenever there is the single bond compounds, okay, they are known as alkanes. Then we say ane. If there are two bonds, we say alkene, alkyne. In that way, it is there. Okay.
Sir,
So
so that means ethyne, benzene, propyne have two bonds?
yeah, the ethine. You see, ETHYNE, ethine. The formula of ethine is C2H2. That means you just put two carbons and you have the scope to put how many? Only two hydrogens. Okay, say one hydrogen with this fellow, one hydrogen with this fellow. Okay, and you know that carbon is tetravalent. So how many bonds can be formed between these two carbons? One is already used.
Sir, one bond.
See, the carbon is a tetravalent. Tetravalent means it can form four single bonds. Okay. So already two single bonds, already one single bond per carbon is utilized. So three are remaining. 1, 2, 3. Three bonds can form. So each carbon now is having how many bonds? 1, 2, 3, 4. This also will
Three
have 3 plus 1,
bonds.
4. Okay. So then ethine is having wine. Ethine is going to have how many? Triple bond. 3 bonds are there.
Three bonds.
Okay. Triple. So here triple bond. So the bonds are 4. The bonds are 4, but between the carbon atoms there is going to be the triple bond. Okay, it is a triple bond, we say. So in this way there are the different types of organic compounds. Alcohols are also organic compounds. Okay, there is the methanol, ethanol. Okay, methanol is poisonous. It is a single carbon. Okay, single carbon compound. Okay, CH4 is methane. No, here we have written CH4 methane. If you are replacing this one hydrogen in this methane with OH group, okay, I will write more clearly here. CH4 is methane. I am replacing one hydrogen with OH group. Then what it becomes? It becomes OH is the alcohol group. It becomes methanol. One carbon, methanol. Okay, methanol is toxic. Okay, so you can put a munda like this one and say this one. It is toxic, but
Sir,
yeah, methanol is toxic. But ethanol is consumed. Okay, it is consumed, it is not a, so what we hear about ethanol in the beverages, the alcoholic beverages, it is the ethanol. Okay, so and whatever toxicity we hear, but by consuming the ethanol so many people died, that is because the methanol is contaminated in the ethanol. Okay, so in this way there are the different types of organic compounds. Acids, organic acids are not so strong acids like the mineral acids like H2SO4. Sulfuric acid. Okay, sulfuric acid is a organic acid, yes or no?
Mm.
Yes, sir, it is an organic acid.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sulfuric acid is a organic acid.
Yes, sir.
Okay, anyone else want to guess?
Sir, I don't think it is.
Uric
Some
acid is an inorganic acid.
Yes, sir, it is not an organic acid. It is an inorganic acid.
Yes, sir. Sulfuric acid.
it is a inorganic acid.
Because, sir, it is have acidic oxides.
No carbon is there in this one. Okay, if there is carbon, then we will say it is an organic acid. This doesn't have carbon, therefore it is an inorganic acid. Okay, so
Sir, sir, how many bonds can be formed between benzene in benzene?
okay, I think I see the we have to follow a certain kind of structure inside which we need to cover this chapter, right? So I think certain doubts we can either reserve for the end of the class, because you see this particular chapter, the importance of this one is there are a certain points that we need to cover, very important. Okay, like what is now we are need to cover is only the examples, a few examples of the organic compounds. Okay, and then we will look into what are the allotropes of carbon. Okay, that is a very important topic for this chapter, so we need to make time to cover those topics. Okay, whatever these questions are there, I request you please write down this question. For example, some of them I may just say that okay, it is not relevant at this moment. You write down that question, maybe I will able to answer at the end of the chapter, or you can also send in the group, I will answer. Okay, we will move on. H2SO4 is a inorganic acid. Okay, it does not have the carbon. Okay, it is an example of inorganic acid. Now for example, HCOOH, this compound is there. Do you think it is an organic acid or inorganic acid?
Organic acid.
Organic acid. Okay, everyone, is it correct? Because there is a carbon here. Okay, what elements are there? Hydrogen is there, carbon is there, oxygen is there, again hydrogen is there. So because carbon is there, it is a organic acid. Okay, for an acid, the organic acid, the functional group is COOH. Okay, COOH is organic acid. Okay, so this is the most
Sir, so what do you mean by functional group?
functional group means on the carbon. Okay, because we saw like carbon is the tetravalent, that means it can form 4 bonds, right? Now
Yes, sir.
for example, we are seeing formic acid. Okay, formic acid, when the ant will bite. Okay, when ant bites, then there is a lot of sur kind of pain. It is a different kind of pinching kind of one. Now that in the ant bite there is the formic acid. Okay, formic acid, what is formic acid? There is a single carbon. Okay, now on this there is a acid group. Okay, single carbon. Now here, since it is a single carbon, this itself is the acid group, COOH. Okay, so this carbon is attached in this one. So how the basically the all of this much is not required for you guys, but for the moment I'm just 2 3 4. Okay, now this is the functional group. This is the carboxylic acid functional group. carboxylic acid functional group. OH, this is also another functional group that is known as the alcohol functional group. Okay, so in this way there are the different functional group. SH, thiol, okay, chloride, even if you put a Cl, okay, that is a chloride, then it is a chloride functional group. Okay, so if there is no such special functional group, just we will put the hydrogen. Okay, so here formic acid is HCOOH, formic acid. Okay, similarly oxalic acid is given. Oxalic acid. Oxalic acid आपका ज़्यादातर जो है ना, it will be there in your in onion, okay, and in that mooli, gajar kind of not gajar that much, but in mooli. So as well as these underground roots, most of them they will have the oxalic acid. They form the crystals. So oxalic acid is nothing but COOH. Okay, this is 2 times COOH. That means COOH is a carboxylic acid group, is linked with this carbon, is linked with this one. Okay, this is also another, what you can say, what kind of acid? Organic acid. Correct, because it is having the carbon. Okay, next glucose, very famous organic compound is glucose. So glucose is also carbon compound. Its structure, its formula is C6H12O6. That means what? It will have how many carbons? 6 carbons. You can also write here, you don't have to 3 plus 3, 6. You don't have to remember the structure here, it's not important for you. Okay, just for your understanding purpose. So I'm just writing down 6 carbons. All the 6 carbons are joined by the single carbon bond. This is single covalent bond. Okay, and how many remaining are there? Just we need to fill up with the hydrogens. Okay, here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 are there? No, 14 are not there. 12 are there because some of them are taken up by the oxygen. Okay, OH group will be there. So we will not go all into the structure here, but what is important is you should know whether whether glucose is an example of organic compound. Yes, it is an example of organic. Sucrose. Sucrose is nothing but table sugar. At home, whatever sugar we are eating, chini, okay, that is known as sucrose or table sugar. It is coming from sugarcane. Okay, so this one is formed by linking the two glucose. Okay, so this will become C12, H22, H11. Okay. Not important to remember the formula, just important is that sucrose or table sugar is the nothing but an organic compound, example of an organic compound. Glucose is an organic compound, oxalic acid, formic acid. Okay, all of these are examples of organic compounds. Okay, so I will just ask one question and let me see that finally you have understood this. It is organic or not organic. That is the now zinc carbonate.
So it is organic compound.
Sir, it is organic compound. Sir, it is organic.
Sure, organic.
Organic.
Okay. Because
Sir,
yeah.
so as you said that sucrose is the example of table sugar, is maltose is an example of table sugar.
This one
So maltose,
maltose.
it is
Maltose. Yeah. So here sucrose is glucose plus fructose, but maltose is glucose plus glucose. Okay, that means two glucose molecules are linked to each other in case of maltose. Okay, okay, maltose is generally used when preparation of the alcoholic beverages. Okay, sucrose is glucose plus fructose. Fructose is there in fruits, the sugar that is there in fruits most abundant. So glucose and fructose, both of them are different, both of them are organic compounds. Maltose is not a table sugar. Sucrose is a table sugar. Okay. So this one, most of you, what you are guessing? Zinc carbonate,
Sir, organic compound.
organic compound. Okay. Anyone else want to guess?
Organic compound.
Okay. Because there is
So it is
carbon.
organic.
Okay. Because there is carbon is there in that one, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So basically, we are
So,
calculating. Yeah.
so in this sucrose formula, you write C12H22 and H11. Then can we write that C12H33?
Which one? Maltose.
No, sir, sucrose.
Huh.
Formula of sucrose. What you written?
This is the formula of sucrose. Yes.
So can we write that C12H33 because H22 is there and H11. Then can we add both of them?
Oh, I am sorry. This is I have written here as a H again. This is should be O. Okay. The same typing mistake is there in your textbook. Okay. Okay. You may correct this in your textbook as well. Okay. C12H22O11. It should not H here. Okay. It is O. Okay. Similar to glucose. You see C6H12O6, right? H2O, hydrated form of carbon. Glucose is nothing but a hydrated form of carbon. Okay, almost you can tell there are the 6 OH groups are there here. Okay, and here there are the 11 OH groups will be there. Okay, C12H22O11. Okay, good. So in the case of zinc carbonate, we are considering this as a inorganic compound. Okay, we are not considering this as a organic compound. We are considering inorganic compound. Why?
Sir, because it
So
is
because
written as
it has
pKa.
Sorry, because yes, you can guess, no problem.
Sir, because it is written as pKa.
pKa.
Yes, sir.
What is this pKa? Where it is written? In your textbook, it is written somewhere pKa or something.
No, sir, by mistake I said.
No. So this uh, maybe I will use a fresh slide.
Sir, is zinc carbonate acidic in nature?
That that you can guess, right? You can say, for example,
Sir, I think it may have weak acidic compounds, so.
you see the here zinc in the carbonate form. Okay, we are forming the compound of zinc. Okay, this is a compound of zinc, and zinc itself is a inorganic inorganic element, right? It is not carbon, so anything that is not carbon is inorganic. So this is carbonates, okay, are an exception. These are exception. Okay, so carbonates are of these metals or whatever are there, they will be still considered as the inorganic compounds because it is nothing but derivative, the reactive compound from zinc. Okay, so this is not like the compound of carbon, it is the compound of zinc, so we will be considering this one. Okay, in strict sense, if you just think that it is having carbon, it is organic, and if it is not having carbon, in that case you will say that it is a organic compound. But we are not considering that, we are considering this inorganic because it is the derived by the reaction with the metal, okay, or other than carbon. Okay, carbonates are exceptions here. Okay, carbonates, bicarbonates, carbides. Okay, for example, calcium carbide. Okay, calcium carbide, carbon, acetylene. This is what you say, is it like acetylene? But here 3 are there instead of hydrogens. Here what is happening is it will have the negative charge. Okay, they are having the lone ones here, and calcium 2 plus will be there. Okay, -2 charge. So this, carbide, calcium carbide, don't worry about the structure, simply you just try to understand here that calcium carbide. Okay, the calcium carbide what we are using for the ripening of the fruits. Okay, बोलते हैं ना वो आम वगैरह या पपीता, उसको जल्दी पकाने के लिए दे पुट सम कार्बाइड और गैस. ओके, दैट गैस इज कमिंग फ्रॉम दिस कार्बाइड. ओके, कैल्शियम कार्बाइड. चलिए, सो दिस वर सम एग्जांपल्स ऑफ दिस organic and inorganic. So any doubts you have with respect to this one? Okay, you may
Yes,
ask.
sir.
You may ask.
Sir, as you told, that zinc carbonate is inorganic compound. So how can we know this that this particular one is inorganic or organic? Because we will first see that it contains carbon and we will just declare it as organic. But in some cases we can confuse also.
Yeah. So just like I told you, particularly carbonates. Okay, carbonates, carbide, bicarbonates, HCO3. Okay, this X here will be some metal. Okay, so these ones are all inorganic. Okay, the ones that are like carbonates, carbide, bicarbonate, these are exceptions. Okay, so there are some general rules and there are some exceptions. So these are the exception part. Now for example, I asked you earlier, like sulfuric acid is there. Okay, nitric acid is there, or HCl, sulfuric acid is there, sodium hydroxide is there. Okay, all these, they are, very directly, without any confusion, you can say these are inorganic substances, right? They don't have any carbon. So these ones are a exception. Though they have the carbon, they are derived from this reaction with this kind of metals. Okay, that is why we are still considering them as the inorganic compounds. Okay,
Sir,
so
as you explained of this that carbonate, I am unable to explain that why it is inorganic.
as I told you that it is the exception. Okay, it is the exception. So we need to take this,
Okay, sir.
we need to remember these ones. Okay, so there are some general rules and these are, some of them are exceptions, like carbonates, bicarbonates, carbides, these are exceptions. Okay, so what is the, we 12:21, right?
Sir,
Oh, we are already lot of time we have. Yeah,
sir,
yeah.
then sir, baking soda is also come in exception because it has bicarbonate.
Baking soda, yeah. So in baking soda, you can consider this as more of a inorganic compound. Yes.